behind. Bad bitches, every city in my tribe. Look behind. Booty dominate.
I almost wonder if he would benefit from. There's a little game I like to play of have him think about all these things about a woman knows this place, this place, this place, and then put someone's race in there and see how it sounds then. And I think that might be a little shocking.
Oh yeah, I even told him earlier, like, I could make a biological argument to why women should rule the world and men should be slaves. And he was like, girl, you crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Donald Trump is proof alone.
Is there anyone in the guest request who disagrees? Maybe it might be best to get a different guest.
Like, who agrees with Osa?
Anyone that thinks a man needs to be a man?
I won't be taking up the box for too long. I gotta go soon anyways, but
I'd like to stay a little bit, but I'm not going to overdo my welcome. Yeah, it's sad. Part of it, I think he just does not even begin to see the depth of his indoctrination.
yeah, like, I like these conversations because I'm someone who, like, wouldn't really have a problem either way with, like, being a stay-at-home mom or being, like, the business woman in the relationship.
Yeah.
I do, like, I can still see that, like, promoting, like, only traditional, like, gender roles is harmful. Like, nobody wants to take away your choice to do that.
Well, you understand you want choice.
Yeah.
And you're okay with your decision. As long as it's a healthy relationship, which I think is perfect. Part of me would love to be an at-home dad only.
Yeah, I don't think women should...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna really quickly, like, go back to, like, when he started speaking about, like, how a businesswoman would be, like, submitting to her job. I just think it was, like, telling how he immediately jumped to the fact, like, that, like, a woman working would be, like, someone slaving away at a 9-to-5 and not, like, the CEO or, like, a business owner.
Yeah.
Right. What was I gonna say? Forget.
Yeah, he's showing exactly the ideology that creates the glass ceiling.
Yeah, and I think also with these, like, ideologies too, like, the reason that women have a lot more unpaid labor is because, like, to run a household and take care of children is more than a 40-hour work week. And typically with, like, the traditional gender role viewpoint is that men don't need help. Yeah, so there's really an uneven power dynamic, or an uneven dynamic when it comes to unpaid labor and labor within the home.
Yeah, I also think the men is, like, heartbreaking, and I really think what's even heartbreaking is that, like, we can't get a lot of these men to figure out that it's, like, it's them imposing these, like, these, like, perfect masculine men, like, role models in society, to where, like, if men feel like they're being too emotional, or, like, they're imposing that, like, requirement onto other men, to the point where you have the suicide rate in men, like, so high because they feel like they can't, like, come out and show their true emotions because men will literally be like, toughen up, stop being a girl.
Yeah, the classic don't be a P word.
No, but, like, that literally makes me so sad because
it's not a great life that way. And I've watched people, my ex's father is an alcoholic. Before he died, she could count on her hand how many times he told her he loved her because he had to be a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my uncle had toxic masculinity, and I think my male cousin is more affected by it than my female cousin.
Well, toxic masculinity is why my father never came out as gay, and we were pretty sure through his whole life. And that's caused a huge amount of damage through my family.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
though some of what he broke some of the patterns, thankfully.
Hi.
For him.
Not really a debate, but I just want to get your guys' opinions on the gender role thing a little bit. So I'm in the LGBTQ umbrella, and it's no surprise that the gender roles are thriving in there, specifically on our dating apps, right, where it says like mask for mask or no femmes or all of that stuff. So I'm having a battle with myself because, correct me if I'm wrong, we all have a type, right? And do we really pick it, right? Some of us like, tall people, short people. I mean, we don't really consciously pick it, right? So are we undermining people when we say we only date a certain type, or I guess I'm just more confused, and I want your guys' opinion on it.
I mean, I don't think that gender roles that someone's preference their type is not probably more helpful than.
I'm sorry, Bree, you're cutting out.
Oh, I'm saying that I think people's individual preferences on who they date are okay. Like, you would want them to feel pressure to date someone that they don't like or like isn't their type, just to like not discriminate anyways.
Yeah. Well, and the only thing I could say is maybe it could be a reflection of their mental health as well. Because sometimes people have unhealthy behaviors that lead to being attracted to unhealthy people. But really it's, you're attracted to who you're attracted to. It also changes with age too. I'm 44. I remember who I was attracted to when I was younger. It's vastly different than who I am attracted to now. Because of who I am, it's changed.
Right.
Okay. It's not.
I like this lip color.
I don't think it's really wrong who you're attracted to. It's just a question whether or not it's healthy for you.
Right. Yeah, and I get that. I just want to make sure like it doesn't come off the wrong way, like, because I feel like a lot of people that do the no femmes or only mask or what have you, that's what they're attracted to, but a lot of people think they're anti-femme or anti-mask because they put that. And they can go into race as well, but I'm not going to dive into that path because it can become heated. But I was just trying to make a point to where just because somebody might be attracted to one type doesn't mean that they're anti the other type, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's understandable.
Yeah, I would say that like on a dating app, people should probably understand that they're just talking about their preferences.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and it is a good way to try, and if it's an absolute no for you personally, to not start engaging someone's time where they could be pursuing another option. That really is a really harsh sometimes way, but it definitely lays down the groundwork so you know which direction you're actually going and who you're going to look for.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, I know you want to get debates in. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no worries. Thanks for requesting.
It was awesome to hear from you. I just want one male chauvinist pig to yell at.
But like, please only request if you disagree. So if you do like agree with a lot of this stuff, could you withdraw your request?
I'm trying to really.
Bree, you're cutting out again.
I said I'm trying to finish curling my hair in 10 minutes.
My God, it takes me like 2 hours to curl my hair, unless you know I do like a.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's an event.
I can't say I have that problem.
Are you bald?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I do get beard hair. I get like bed head out of my beard.
Curl it.
Yeah, yeah. I got to use beard oil, comb it out, style it.
Okay.
Hey, hi. So
Hi.
I don't like fully agree with like the way he was wording it, but like also at the same time I don't agree with the nuclear family at all. I grew up very much out of one. I mean, like when I was in like second or third grade, I think that's when my mom left my father. So I've always grown up with a single mom. So I could never always understand the nuclear family because I always felt that I would never have it. So I've always disliked it. And I'm not saying I'm still like that, but also at the same time, I know I will never have a nuclear family because I've never just felt attraction to. I've never felt attraction to women, so I've never felt I could have a nuclear family, and I've always been okay with that because I've always found that the nuclear family is it's very much flawed and can cause a lot of trauma too. So I've never fully agreed with it because if I the way I see it, because I cannot with me and my partner, I cannot have a child without pre-planning it. It has to be pre-planned. So I feel like in that instance, it can be better for the child coming into a more expecting home and into a home to where they're more prepared for it than a nuclear family. Because the nuclear family, the woman can get pregnant at any time, whether she wanted to or she didn't want to. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
like the gender norms, I don't see a reason for them. Like I just don't. Like if you believe you don't fall within the normal gender norms, okay. And that's perfectly okay. That's something that our society has just decided to make not okay, and it's not right. Like there's certain areas where I can see where gender norms are like, oh, okay. Like if we look in like especially into like the laborers, like I think that's where gender norms are still very heavily affecting that. And women, I've rarely seen a woman on a construction site unless they're like managing it, because they're normally seen as in a higher position than actually working, because our gender norms have said that women don't need to be on a work site, and that's just not true. If a woman can do equally what a man can do. There's very little that separates it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I see a woman can do almost any job good, if not even better than what a man can do. So I don't see why he keeps saying that the gender norms are doing this and that men can't have feelings and men can't have any of this. I can give probably a very decent argument on why men can. Because it's biologically, a man is gonna have feelings. You can't tell a man, yeah, you just can't do that. That you just look like a girl. Okay. You act like you didn't start out as a woman. Why do you think you have nipples? Why do you think you still have breast tissue? Why do you think you have any of that?
Yeah.
Because at one point you were a woman. At one point, before your testosterone started kicking in. So I don't see why a man can't cry. It just doesn't make sense. Or a man, because what people don't understand, people think that women who want a man who's submissive is going to cry all the time. No, that's not at all what that is. I've never, like, in the past partners I've had, which is not very many, I've never seen someone cry. They've all very well much hidden that. I think I've seen maybe 2 of them cry. That was very rare, and that's because they went through a traumatic event.
I'm so fucking cute, bitch.